Okay, everybody, this is the Sights and Sounds of Earth. While everybody's getting in here and I'm getting everything going here, it's just going to take a couple of minutes. Um, we've got we've got a what the hell was that? We've got a fairly large march going on in Chicago, and that's what we're covering right. We're going to be covering right off the bat here. I just lost one of my screens. I'm trying to fill it with another live view. There is a lot of spoofing going on, an amazing amount of spoofing. There's the videos from the last 2 or 3 days are all just circulating everywhere, and it's very hard for me to keep things going. Also, I had 3 videos up, and all 3 of them ended, and I had to find new ones. So I'm still looking for new videos. It looks like that is probably a duplicate right there. Let's see, I don't think I have this one yet. This, unlike up till today, we've been talking about how there's just not a lot of people involved and there's just not a lot going on. That has changed today. There's probably a good several thousand people involved in this. Um, God, that's a duplicate too. It may be that it's starting to break up. I don't know. But it's only 8 o'clock in Chicago. Yeah, everybody's just stealing that same video. I say stealing it. We're all using it under fair use, but you know what I mean. I'm getting like alerts and shit here, and I don't even know where it's coming from. Um, no, the world has not ended yet. Hello, Kat. Hello, Junior. Hello, Rob. Hello, Bill. Welcome in, guys. I appreciate you coming in. I know we've got some duplicate shit going on. We had a bunch of live videos up, and I had like 7 or 8 lives, including a chopper, and it all came crashing down right at 9 o'clock. And everybody that I was following is now doing. I'm gonna have to figure out what that noise is. Uh, Shit. I've got some kind of alert noise going off in here, but I don't see anything else up. No, no. I don't see any other windows up. Damn it. God, every one of the cameras now has gone to the same interview that's going on. All right, I'm looking for videos. You guys will just have to, I'm sorry, you'll have to excuse the moments of silence here. I am looking for new videos, and I think I just found one. I love breaking news nights, but you have to you have to go with it, and sometimes it's a bit frustrating. Oh, with the frickin' ads. There's a chopper shot. That's live. Actually, I just found the original for that. Let me switch that one out. That's better. Let's try that one. There you go. There's your crowd right there. That's easily several thousand right there. It could be. I had 5 streams go out simultaneously. That's signal jamming. You're absolutely right, Kat. It's disheartening how many spoofs there are up here. They're all playing as live and they say live right now, but they're showing something that happened yesterday. Yeah, all the stuff from people that were in the crowd is gone. That's it. Everything's gone now except they must have turned the jammers on because um, I just lost every single feed. Let me restart it again and see what I can come up with. All right, let me run down from the top. That really sucks. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to keep this live. My God, I wish I knew what was making that noise. I don't understand what that noise is or what it means or where it's coming from. Yeah, no, yeah, there's just nothing. Damn it, we had all those live shots coming out of there. We had a bunch of live shots coming out of there, and now there's nothing but that chopper shot. Even the other guys that are doing what I'm doing don't have any of it. The fuck is that noise? Oh my God, I have to figure this out or I'm just gonna have to stop. I don't even know what it's doing or where it's coming from. It's like a chime that goes off every time someone chats. And I don't know what it is or where it's coming from. I don't have any other windows open. There's no other windows open. Oh, this is aggravating. Maybe it's this thing. All right, it just went off again. I think I just got rid of the thing that's doing it. I hope. Jeez, I don't know. God damn. I don't know what that is. Oh. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Oh well. I don't know what it is. Atlas, we do all kinds of stuff here. I center mostly around science. We do a lot of weather, space weather, amateur radio, radio propagation. I also do live coverage of live events like this in a multi screen format. And we also do storm chasing. I'm quite active. We do a lot of different things here on this channel. It's a little bit of this and a whole lot of that. And right now, I think they deployed some kind of scrambler down there because I've completely lost every single feed. I had 6 or 7 different feeds coming out of down there from personal cell phones that were broadcasting. They all went dark at the same exact time. All of them, all across the screen. Yeah, but it's reacting to the chat room, which means it's something I've put into OBS. I think I just integrated Streamlabs with OBS, and half the shit's not working. And I think that this is something else that's all messed up now. I really like. I want the Streamlabs stuff because I want to be able to come up when I get a new subscriber and all that kind of stuff. But some of the stuff that on there just doesn't seem to work. Like I want to highlight you guys' texts and put it on the bottom of the screen. It won't do it. I've got it selected. I've got it turned on. Nothing happens. Yep, I'm still looking for live feeds. Like I said, they must have started scrambling down there because everybody's down. There's nobody. We had a bunch of feeds and they've all gone down. So I'm going back down through them all again to see if any of them have reacquired. Nope, just blank screens. And these 2 chopper views. That's it. Wow. See, I think this is something they're doing. If everybody starts live streaming what's going on and it looks really good, then more people will come out. And I really think that's what they're doing. I think is when once it starts to pick up like this, they scramble everybody out so that way um, nobody at home knows what's going on or how many people are involved. And I will say, hey Heath, this is the first time, this is the very first time that I've seen a chopper up in a week. So we actually have a chopper up there. At least one, possibly 2. This looks like two different live shots. But if you look, the buildings are different. So one of them may be just a delay of the other one. I'm not sure. But whatever, it's providing great views at this point. I'm trying to find anything that's live coming out of down there right now. Plus, I'm also checking for Portland. This purports to be in Portland, and they say it's a live ICE protest. There's about 4 people there. I'm going to go ahead and put it up in the upper left corner until I have something else to replace it with. This purports to be live in Portland, at the Portland Police Station, it says. All right, I'm going to mute my speakers here, and because I don't need sound necessarily, at least not right this minute. So I'm just going to mute my speaker for right now. I've got to figure out where that sound's coming from. It's like a chime that goes off every time someone chats, and I don't know why anyone would ever need something like that, especially someone that's on a live broadcast. It seems pretty stupid to me, but I've went through all the settings and I don't see anywhere where there's a setting for it. So, and there's no extra window open anywhere. I've looked all around for extra windows and I don't see them. So I don't know. I don't know what is going on right now. It's a strange situation. So I'm just gonna mute the volume out so we can keep going here. What I got, guys? I got upper left is Portland. The 2 right ones are Chicago, and I do believe we're live or near live here. The 2 little ones above me here, I'm still working on. We had a bunch of people broadcasting all at one time, and they all went down at the same moment. So that tells me they're using the scrambling equipment down there to shut us down, which, by the way, I view as a violation of the First Amendment of the Constitution. You are silencing my speech by shutting off my cell phone. Thank you, Canna. I appreciate it. Yeah, like and subscribe, guys. I really appreciate it out there. Where the hell? A lot of them are not even on the lineup here anymore. I mean, that is definitely a violation of rights. If you're talking about turning someone's phone off while they're trying to communicate with other Americans, that's a direct violation of the First Amendment. Boy, it is really blowing up over in Kashmir. Okay, yeah, there we go. Let's do this. No, I can't do that. All right, so the grits. Yep, he's got the same one I've got already. And the other thing I wanted to do here real quick is see what status we've got on this. Give me just a second, guys. Like I said, I'm working this from the best angle I can here. I want to get the scanners up in here if we hear anything on the scanners. Let's take down the radar. There's nothing going on weather-wise tonight. So see if my Chicago police scanner is up there. Yeah, I'm trying to get that scanner to work back there again so I can carry it on here. Because the radar, there's nothing going on tonight. It's completely dead. But I am over on the Chicago scanner feed over on Starship After Dark. I am covering that. I gotta fix this framing. All right, so there we go. Let's reset that. There we go. All right, yeah. There is one chopper working the area there in Chicago, but I don't think it's a police chopper. Okay, yep, it's starting back up. We're going to have the scanner up here in just a minute so we can hear what's going on. And I'm going to continue looking for people to get their feed going here. I still have no live feeds. The one in the upper left is Portland, that's live. And the upper two right ones there, Chicago. But all the ground phones, everything down on the ground in Chicago instantly went out at the same time, which means they're jamming. There's no other explanation because there's 3 or 4 different cell companies covering that area. They can't all be on the same one. All right, we got that one. We got that one. Incredible, guys. There's just not a. I mean, that's freaking. We know it's going on. Wow, I don't see anything else.
25 and 20, 24 and 26, message received.
43,
Heath, I had up 5 independent feeds from 5 different people in the crowd, all with live feeds going out. All 5 of them went dead at the same time. All 5 are still down. There's no new feeds that have come up from anybody in the crowd. So I think they're jamming. They've probably got a vehicle down there nearby. And as long as it's parked within half a mile, it just disrupts everything. Deploribus, I would assume the government, they would be much more capable to do something like that. It's not an easy feat. And this is in Chicago we're talking about. I know, Heath, my electric bill in the summer is $400. In the winter, it's about $250 to $300. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, guys, I'm on the hunt for more stuff. I will be doing a news rundown here in just a few minutes. I believe jamming would be going on in Chicago because all the feeds that I were watching that went dead were all in Chicago. And it happened almost right at the top of the 9 o'clock hour because I was just going live when everything crashed. Yeah, Chicago. It's in Chicago. Portland, I don't see a lot going on yet in Portland. Chicago is the chopper up in the upper right. There's a fairly big march going on down through downtown Chicago, and so that's why I said I had 5 cameras in the crowd. I had you guys some amazing views. It was really, really cool. I was excited to go live, and then literally everything just went out. Everything went like that, and that was it. And those cameras are no longer even on. I can't find any of those channels now. And it wasn't just me, like Portland Andy and Agenda Free. There was several others. I went and checked them real quick, and they were showing the same black screens I was. So I mean, it is what it is. But I do believe we've been jamming. We be jamming, yeah. Hey, Carlotta. Yeah, this is live. We've got a live large march, about 2,000 people involved in Chicago. And they are using jamming equipment because all of the live feeds out of there have gone dark. All we have is the chopper footage, and that's it.
What type of vehicle is it?
And there is literally 100 spoof channels in here tonight, and I'm having to go through every one of them. And I'll tell you guys, I hate to bitch about stuff, but I almost didn't come on tonight. Not feeling well, haven't slept in days, and just not doing all that well. And but I pushed myself to come on. There was stuff going on. I wanted to be here. Oh, hey, absolutely. Scrambling cell phones, especially during an unrest or something, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I guess I'm gonna turn these off until we get something to go on them.
Okay, so that is coming back expired as of September 20th, 2024, but this is saying that it's registered out of state.
There's unrest in the
I don't have anything
Philippines.
coming out for Illinois.
They're burning cars in Australia. There's unrest in Australia. It's not just here, guys. Humans don't get along well. That's kind of the big problem, and they just don't get along well.
ETA 7th District for 2 officers involved in a TRR.
It's being fixed right now, though. Literally, all of the leftists are all moving to leftist states, and all the right wingers, and they're all moving down here to Florida and Texas and Georgia, and Tennessee. And I got to tell you guys, I really believe that the Civil War is being fought right now. I think in another 25 years, what you're going to see is a bunch of really red states and a bunch of really blue states, and then you'll see a handful of purple states. And it's going to become very polarized. People are going to, and I actually agree with all of this. People should move to the state where the government works like you want them to work. If you want a bunch of debt and a bunch of social programs that don't work and pissing away a bunch of money on everything all the time, move to a liberal state. If you want a state like Florida that's not in any debt, the counties aren't in any debt, the cities aren't in any debt, we don't run debt here. Move to Florida. It's conservative here. Yeah, Heath, I call it like it is. It's an anti-law and order rally, is what it is. These people do not want additional help to get their city under control, and these people do not want illegal aliens to be deported from our country. And these people don't want bail for people who are arrested. It's crazy. And it is what it is. It's an anti-law and order rally.
1971.
JJ 444783.
These marches are all over the place. They were, when they ask people what they're there for, they're all there for something different.
Check well-being.
10-4.
All right, let me run the list again. Hold on. These are all spoof sites. Times of India, Mirror Now, Mint, CNN News 18, NDTV. I'm pretty sure that one's just a replay channel too. Yeah, it is. Mirror Now, Times Now World, Crux, Times of India, The Daily Guardian, Times Now, The Daily Guardian, Times Now. These are all, every one of these I'm reading to you are fake channels. They're bullshit channels that are putting out as live material that's not live, and it really makes it difficult to go and find stuff that's real and that's live for both me and you. You know, for anybody, if you come in, you want to know what's going on right now. This is why YouTube is not a great place to see what's going on right now, and it should be. But as long as you got 100 channels globally here spoofing live feeds, remember those 5 autonomous cars that burned up? They were showing those 14 days later. They were showing that footage on Crux and Mint and several others of these. 14 days. They played that same 1-hour loop of video over and over, and they got 1 million views, and they made cash. They made money on that. And it's chicken shit content. I can't stand it. Florida is too hot in the summertime. I agree. Especially if you work outdoor type jobs, Florida's too hot. In the summer, in the winter, it's the best place to live in the world. Yeah, there you go, Chicago. I've never actually been to the Windy City. I've heard very good things and obviously very bad things, but I believe it's a neat, great place that needs to get things under control. Yeah, Crux is garbage. It's one of the worst.
Good job, driving my bus.
And we've just lost our chopper feed. So we don't have anything down there now. And I think they're doing this on purpose because they don't want people at home to see how big this protest is. Both them choppers got called back. Now, they could have both needed fuel. The average runtime for a chopper is like 90 minutes. So, and you've got, 10 or 15 minutes to get there. You've got 10 or 15 minutes back. You've got a safety window of 10 or 15 minutes. So it really only leaves you with like 45 minutes of operating time once you get overhead. So maybe they'll go and fuel and come back. We can only hope. Oh God, I'm hurting tonight.
Go ahead. Yeah, I got a CTA bus that's just parked here at the light, blocking the intersection. I don't know. I'm walking up to it. I don't know what's going on.
Further, zone 2, disconnected, sir.
1620.
People contact me to a company that's rushed me to the hospital.
1622.
16's on the return.
And that's 268. On our way. 93, you're being held, return 93.
I don't think I've ever seen this many spoof things up.
I'm in route check. See if you can get them out the way or what's going on. Well, I was told that the bus broke down, so I'm going to open up my turn so these cars can go around. 10-4, is it in the actual left turn lane or is it blocking Lakeshore Drive or anything? No, he's sitting in the middle, like at the lights, like right before the ramp. He's not in the turning lane. Yeah.
Unit coming in.
All right,
1620.
that one in the upper left there, that is live in Portland with the cops in the yellow sleeves. That is live in Portland.
They're going to ride with ambulance.
1622.
Okay, well, I guess the bus wasn't moving. He was just parked there and decided to move and when I walked up. So Columbus will be cleared and shortly, I don't know.
That guy sounds like he don't even know enough to be a cop.
Ambulance at community first.
I don't know, I pulled up, I don't know what's going on. Something's going on, it's pretty messed up, I don't know.
20, your base radio's kind of bad.
It's kind of crazy, I don't know.
Okay, does my message come through?
Hey, Engine 127 Inglewood, do you have any more information on this nosebleed, like a location?
Frank and Adam.
One Frank and Adam.
Mint's got like 9 channels up right now on this crap. Crux has a bunch too. I hate those 2 channels.
Frank and Adam. Can I get 2 event numbers for the mayor's detail? One at City Hall and one in the 16th District, please.
I was supposed to go to gate A9, Adam 19. Or I'm sorry, Adam 9.
Do you need the full center or just the left side?
That's okay, we're looking around.
Danville's sleeping, 51 is fighting with his arrestee if they could go over to the hospital instead of here.
Okay, 51 is going to the hospital. 622, meet him at the hospital community first. 51 next.
Yeah, that's Portland. I'm trying to get
All right,
more
10 and 19. We have a check the
shots
well
from there, but that's the only thing I got live out of Portland right now.
Triage nurse is requesting a well-being check for Jocelyn.
There's just hundreds
Garcia.
of spoofs.
She's being counseled for anxiety and depression.
And there's hundreds of riots around the world, too, that other people are covering.
Requesting a well-being check and a call back with the status. Nothing further.
Frank, 10 out of 10 on copy. Thank you very much. I'll be on zone 12 message.
113 on the scene, 445. Illinois. Nothing showing. 13 messages on the scene.
Truck 6, sighting.
Alright, we're gonna have robbery occurred over at 320 East Garfield, Green Line and Garfield. CPH and CPH male senses robbed by 4 male teens wearing face masks. One wearing a white hoodie had a gun. 2 were wearing black hoodies. 1 was wearing gray hoodie. Other safety offenders got off the train at Halsted. Victims waiting with staff in the mezzanine area at Garfield.
Yeah, that Chopstick Express. Is there any victims that left phone numbers or anybody that grabbed their info?
9393.
1633.
Alright, 9354 East 107 for the psychiatric.
You have any victim information?
I got the witness ID and phone number. Yeah, 32. Right now, that Liquor Mix, we have victims for it, but we're just confirming that the Chopstick Express, we don't have any victims for it.
3-3, hold me out in the station. I'm going to be assisting a citizen to Fullerton and Western in a minute. I'll give you the mileage in a minute.
73 Wood.
10-4.
783.
I think all we have is witnesses. Stop.
73, I got phone this,
Yeah, just okay. No cell issues in Chicago. This would be what they do is they'll drive a vehicle or two right near where the protest is going on, and then they send out a carrier over the different frequencies that are used as input frequencies for the towers. And what it does is it blanks out all the people's outgoing signals from their cell phones. It's something that's highly localized. It's something that's not discussed much, whether it's because people don't know about it or they don't want to talk about it. But
Okay, you check the well-being, 2970 North Sheridan.
it's definitely something that exists. It's something that's going on.
Want a Jocelyn Garcia.
But it may not show up on any of the cell down websites or any of that because it would be highly localized.
Anxiety and depression. They're requesting a call back. It's the triage nurse calling.
3199.
All the shots here are from Portland. I have nothing from Chicago. I'm continuing to check. Ever since they did whatever they did, we lost everything from Chicago.
1632 for the mobile. 20, go ahead with your mobile.
We're talking to it.
85 cents.
85, right?
Okay, squad, you're going to get this to ambulance 60. It's going to be a 19 people call on that one.
Okay, 10-4, thank you. Again, that event number is 11762, 11762.
So thank you.
Thanks. And then 1231. I can help.
Yeah, I need to order an evidence check for pictures for domestic.
Is this for a victim or offender? Or?
776 to Main. 76.
Could we get CPD on the scene here, please?
76, you have B2522 assigned, 2522.
It's going to be for a victim. It's from a report earlier today. I didn't write the report. It was done from another district, but they never got pictures. And now they're at the hospital. ET was never ordered according to this report.
All right, 10-4. You said it was for 2 victims?
It's just it's way too coincidental that I lost 5 different feeds from the same crowd of people at the same time, and none of them have come back.
Okay. Got you going on community first with Ambo 20.
They're at in the emergency room at the hospital. They got a room over there.
TMAs with the United States, nothing bigger than a van. Nothing bigger than a van in front of the house.
Engine 54 to truck on scene, 6531 low. Nothing showing. We're northbound. County 19 on scene as well.
Alright, it's 54 heavy on the scene.
We need our refusal, sir.
73, are you holding the ambo?
73, yeah, we're getting refusals. You can hold the angle.
Alright, message received.
County 19 on the scene.
County 19, okay.
5830, have this domestic battery victim. I guess this was from earlier, and now they're requesting photographs, but they are at the hospital. They do have a room in the emergency room. You want me to take this one in, or?
Yeah, go ahead, take the request.
All right, 10-4. Do you know what room they're currently at?
7313? You got a code for Kedsey?
11 ball.
RG is going to be John 444370, and it's going to be a 0486 CR.
All right, 10-4. And then what's the victim's name and a good contact number for them?
Name's going to be Guzman, Thomas Sally. First name is Mary, Adam, Robert, Ida, Adam, Henry. And a good contact number is going to be 773.
Send me from Haven. Can I get a quick personal adhesive?
10-4.
It's going to be the face, the forehead, mainly. She's got a big lump in the forehead, the face.
10-4. And none of these wounds are being bandaged or covered up, correct?
6531 low, truck 30.
That's how you're going to be Rick, truck 30.
It is a offender in custody at this time.
All right, 10-4. St. Mary's ER room 13. We do have your request. Disrespect.
County 1 message received. We'll leave you on the air.
Mansplaining.
95 for the mobile.
Hey, innocent 16 suspicious person, a Resurrection High School.
Everything
from
up there, guys, is
location.
Portland. This is all Portland.
Off-duty.
Still
detective
nothing out of
says
Chicago.
walked inside of a lot of a school. Also
I'm
parked their way into
specifically
terrain.
searching for anything out of
Commercial
Chicago
place,
right
Will
now.
William or David William near a bush. One male white appeared to be in dark colored clothing. One of them had a hoodie up. Both males walking eastbound on soccer field of school. Unknown weapons, not deterred. 1611.
76 message received. We'll start a ticket.
Squad, am I at the right zone to order up K9 for money sniffing?
Yes, you're in the right place. How much money is it for?
$470.
You said $470?
10-4.
Alright, it needs to be 500 or more for 19.
Battalion 19 England. Get a report of a light haze on the fifth floor. Companies are investigating. 1731.
Okay, around disturbance, 3600 West Belmont to 711. Alex said there's a female refusing to leave the store. She wearing a brown t-shirt, black pants, bag with an apple on it on the first.
TMA 27 to 46.
46 for the moment.
Battalion 5, you're going to be risk with truck 30, Battalion 5.
6.
Battalion 23, safety chief, Battalion 23.
Safety job 23rd.
Medicine and racing.
I'm coming to clock your way. Where you at?
Where you at?
Madison and racing.
Where the white women at?
Bus is gone.
122 Englewood, we're going to go for fuel 65 and state permission, Battalion 19.
122, okay.
71, okay, diabetic patient, 6236 Mozart, 6236 Mozart.
There's one I see. It was one I walked past because I ain't see nobody on Addison and Sheffield, so it's just one bus there.
Hey, stay over there. We on our way to.
Yeah, I'm sure TikTok does, but I have real issues taking stuff off TikTok.
236 Mozart, diabetic for 71.
Offenders wearing black clothing, driving a gray vehicle. No place
Yeah,
to
it
go.
doesn't make me happy either, Heath. I can tell you that right now.
419.
Request the person on Addison Walker.
Yeah.
How can I help you?
Battalion 19 Englewood. Companies are still investigating the fifth floor. Like, tell me it smells like meat on the stove.
Battalion 19, message received.
All right, so anyway, wow.
Hey, Bonafide Burger, what's in?
10-4. And is your scene contaminated?
Tower 14.
Okay, guys, let's do a little reset here as we can. Let's see. Move that over here a little bit. All right, there we go. Hello, everybody. This is Starship Adventures, and we are live tonight at Starship Studios in Southwest Florida, compositing all this great information into one stream going out over YouTube. And I do appreciate you guys all being here. The show is called The Sights and Sounds of Earth. And as you guys know, we're on 6 nights a week starting at 9 p.m. Eastern. I thank everybody for being here tonight. My name is Ian, and this is what we do here at Starship Adventures, one of the many things we do here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Let's get back to the coverage. This is mostly out of Portland, if not all out of Portland, and I am still endeavoring to get some feeds out of Chicago again. The scanner you're listening to is Chicago because Portland Police is encoded.
Crowbar, there is nothing else, correct?
201 South Carolina Avenue, apartment 2 Frank.
Isn't that crazy,
And
Junior?
what's the RD in use here?
We know this is going on. We just saw chopper shots of it 20 minutes ago. We know there's 2,000 plus people involved, and yet they've blanked it out. They've literally blanked it out. Nobody in the crowd is able to transmit a signal out because they were all transmitting. There was all kinds of signals. When I went live, I was excited. And then I'm like, whoa, what happened? They're all just gone.
And what's the name of the homeowner or point of contact that's going to be on scene?
Yes, please like, share, and subscribe. I do appreciate that. And let people know we're out here. If people are looking for some different kind of coverage.
Last 3 miles is 420.
This is what we do. Very different kind of coverage.
2025 on a console.
401 Adam for the mobile.
Go 401 Adam. Relocate to Adams and Paulina, and you're gonna put in westbound closes when I call closes.
Okay, what I did, I just panned. I don't know if this is going to work or not.
1930.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
there we
put
go.
31's driving by that.
4.
Thank you. Engine 13, engine 13, can you go for another run?
Engine 13, we can go.
500 North Lakeshore Drive. 500 North Lakeshore Drive for a
1
seizure.
2 1 2 1 2
500 Lakeshore Drive for engine 13.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, let's try this. I'm in the left ear and the scanner's in the right ear. What do you guys think about that? Does that work for any of you guys?
Then I went up, not only at the house, but at the fucking bar garden as well. So, let's go to motherfucking bed, and then tomorrow is on the and I wait to get the fuck away from this house.
Somebody's playing something over there.
Check your keys, check your printer's keys for an open key, please.
Open key, open key.
Get us out of this hotel room and check in on her. Just to, you know, make sure she's doing.
Units, please check your keys for the open key.
How does it feel? I wish you saw it now. I'm not gonna lie.
Sound like dispatch.
Somebody's got an open mic on Citywide.
172.
Station, Ohio. Male black about 6'3" to 6'4", box haircut, wearing an orange fitting dark and shorts, last name eastbound, has been walking around punching on the web has the same. They don't think he's in the video. Nothing further.
804 for the mobile.
Tell me 804. Shutdown solidarity for me until I get over there.
12108, 12108, and 12111. 12111.
Battalion 7 to Maine, I'm on the senior.
That was interesting. It was an open mic. And you could hear people like arguing in the background.
Battalion 7 message received. We'll get you an AR number.
All right, I'm specifically looking for Chicago videos this time down.
I'm on the phone squad.
Units 17 citywide. Salt progress views from the last email. Arguing with the bus driver, refusing to exit the bus. They're stationed here at the bus turnaround. Bus 8733. The male, black, white, suit jacket, blue jeans, no weapons. Zone 1, district 17, quick.
324, Unit 3, citywide battery. Progress 691, Wabash 6951 on Wabash. Conversation at 1 people fighting outside of her home. Conversation is both male and female, unknown address.
Battalion 7, Battalion 7. Have an AR number whenever you're ready. Go ahead, office.
95, did you get 804? 14, he putting it in right now as we speak. 10-4.
AR number 250320. Again, that's AR number 250320.
Still?
No, 54 is not at this time.
Message received. Truck 30, truck 30.
Truck 30, go ahead, office.
Chicago Point Bar rate, and the time is 2100 hours on Tuesday, October 2025. Chicago Point Bar rate is clear.
7537 halted for the spill. 73, same message. 7537 halted for the spill. Battalion 21, are you out there, Battalion 21?
Sure, assisting 1731.
Yeah, I'm
Alright,
running
122,
myself in the left
75,
ear
37 Halsted.
mostly, and I'm running the scanner in the right ear mostly. I don't do it completely because some people don't only have one side or the other or something like that. So, but I'm hoping this works.
Gas leak for 96.
All right. I don't know. I've gone down it again. There's nothing out of Chicago.
14 message received.
Unit 6 on the city, I had a person with a gun, 1145 West 84th Street. Caller said there were 15 juveniles in the store stealing. One had a gun. The juvenile with the gun is wearing a blue hoodie book bag. They're no longer in the store, possibly in the alley, but the caller's not sure. 650 on.
Hold on, 76 is, that's 24 after. 96 is on the scene, 5870 West gas leak. Leak for the gas leak for westbound.
See, they don't even mention it on the Chicago website. Here's one article.
Yeah, can we have EMS building?
It says multiple street closures have been reported in downtown Chicago as a large protest unfolds against the immigration policies. As of 7:30 p.m., the protesters were impacting traffic on southbound Michigan Avenue between Ida B. Wells Drive and Randolph Street. Protesters had previously marched towards the Magnificent Mile, ultimately stopping at Michigan Avenue and Upper Wacker Drive. Man, they do that a lot up there to name a whole road after it. According to the website, the protesters are demonstrating against the deployment of the National Guard to Chicago, with members coming in from Texas to potentially provide security for ICE agents and facilities around the area. We'll update the story as we can. And that's it. That's all they have. The TV stations in Chicago and Portland almost seem like they're downplaying it. Is there something going on in Baltimore? I haven't seen a single thing about Baltimore.
801 Adam for the mobile.
Our victim had a cramp and is now running away. We're in service with Country Hall at that ambulance.
Level 17 message received. Hold in.
No, I have nothing in Baltimore.
801 Adam.
Nothing. I mean, nothing coming up. That doesn't mean there's nothing going on. I'm just saying there's nothing coming up.
10-4, already up.
CD1, you're getting a working fire response. Your companies are into 72.
Oh, shooting in Dundalk. No surprise there.
122, truck 50, truck 30. You're rid of me, truck 41 with the 23rd Battalion. Safety chief will be the 20th Battalion. You have slot 5275 in your EMS.
Message received.
There's a 97 and a truck on the charge. False alarm.
Clear for first.
Nope, I don't see anything in Baltimore. I've checked a couple of different news stations. I'm going back now and checking a few more in Chicago.
3449. There's no one here. Can you give the caller a call back and come open the gate first? 44 message received. We'll try calling back.
Anything with the slot 5? Anything with the slot 5?
1934.
8103, May.
They've got a stream up, but it's just blank. Fox 32.
So, disturbance 3015 West Clark, 3015 West Clark. Caller said there's a group of 5 males outside of Ulta yelling and loitering, no weapons, nothing further.
12222, 12222.
specifying he did not authorize leaks to reporters. Sources tell us the Justice Department will...
Yes, he did.
You can hold our ammo. We're gonna do a refusal.
103 message received. Hold the ammo.
12 high cans, I'm coming from a distance.
Oh,
1930.
Yes, there's a shooting going on in Baltimore. There's a shooting going on in Baltimore. And that's probably why the Fluxer scanner, I would assume. Is my Baltimore feed up?
1961 boy, you're coming up.
4563.
4563, I'm going to.
Man, everything is slow tonight.
Start off 30.
Hey squad, question, I got a citizen asking me if his car was towed off of Clark over here, where would they be relocated to? Where would they take it, do you know?
Truck 30.
Okay, I've got a Baltimore scanner feed up on Starship After Dark.
Neighbor dispute 4852 North Springfield in the alley. Neighbors parked in front of the claimant's garage. Ongoing issue. The action not blocked.
194. They take him to 701 North Sacramento from the Cubs game.
His garage, he walked away. That's first.
Truck 30, Englewood. It looks like we just got rubbish here.
10-4, thank you.
1961 boy, you're coming in.
1651.
Very, very little coverage on the news stations about any of this.
Lights were around the stove, so we shut that down, and they'd like the gas company to come out.
Sure, clear. Can you put down on a walk-in warrant for the custody?
96 message received. Will get you the gas.
Kat, I agree with you. We've reached a time when everything has just become extremely polarized, and that's because it's evolved from simple politics. It's no longer about simple politics. It's about changing our culture. Okay? What you basically have is a struggle between people who want to continue the way we are going and keep this country great and make things work well and keep our economy moving. And then you've got people out there that literally hate our country. They don't like our country. They want our country and our president to fail. And they're the same people doing most of the mass shootings. They're the same people causing most of the problems that we have. They're the same people that have shut down the government right now because they're trying to put more spending in there that we don't need to do. So it's, yes, we've reached a point where I don't really, I don't know what to get out. I don't know what we're going to do to get out of it because we become less like each other every day. That's why I think the solution falls in, you need to move to a state where the people in that state are like you. You got 50 shots. Pick a state. Pick a state where the politics are best for you. If you like high crime and high taxes, Illinois, New York, California, there's some great choices out there for you. If you prefer low crime and low taxes, there's some great choices for you as well.
5509 Charlie on zone 1.
5509 Charlie, zone 1.
Good afternoon to each of myself and 5508 Boyd at conducting a follow-up 3650.
I think I still way too much faith in these groups. These BLM and Antifa and all these different left and right-wing extremist groups. They all fall apart. There's no sign that Antifa even exists at this point. Same thing with BLM. The same thing with a bunch of them. You know, that BLM, they raised millions of dollars and they had squandered all that money. People stole it all. They're still dealing with that. Heath, I agree with you. You're absolutely, that's kind of where I'm at right now. The reason we can't just meet in the middle anymore is because I fundamentally disagree with nearly everything they do. And I can't possibly ever see myself meeting somebody halfway. Do you meet somebody halfway on the road to hell? I mean, think about it. I don't want to lose any more ground. If we meet in the middle, that means we compromise. If we compromise, that means we lose ground. And I'm no longer willing to lose ground. I'm no longer willing to compromise. I'm stuck. It's right there. That's the way it is. It needs to be fixed. Thank God it's happening. You know, it's happening right now. Yeah, BLM did exactly what everybody expected. All these kind of groups like this, they come, they flare up during a short period of time, and then they go away. And that's where I think Antifa is, because we haven't heard anything out of them in a long time. And I think that's where BLM is. I think that's where a lot of these different groups are. Even like the Tea Party. It came, it was powerful, it did what it needed to do. It got Donald Trump in there. And it started us on this new path. But then it went away. What happened to it? This happens with these groups.
1613.
1613, 30 minutes, please, 5777.
Yeah, there's countless ones of those groups. And that's why I don't even think about Antifa or BLM or anything. I don't think about them. I don't care. They're just stupid groups. They come, they go. Yeah, they get poison pilled. They're echo boxes, man. Sometimes people get so extreme, they need to join a group of extremists. It's been happening for a very long time. It happened back with the Klan in those days. People would get together, they would be upset, they would get together and do horrible things. And it's the same thing happening today. These groups that are generally started for the good of people end up not being for the good of people at all. You know, when the Democrats started the Ku Klux Klan, that was a disgusting mess that went on for a while, but it did finally go away. They do. They all go away. And that's why I just let it come and let it go. I was quite active with the Tea Party, but then one day it just went away. I don't understand it.
614.
Yeah, and you know what? You can get into the right one too, and I'm careful not to do that because I'm not a right winger. I'm a constitutionalist, conservative, libertarian. It's a little bit different. I'm even more extremist than most of your right wingers because I believe in the direct approach on fixing this stuff. It does. It's a very difficult thing, Kat, that people go through with that. Oops, I need to get back to you. There we go. Well, that's why you guys saw a few nights ago when we had those leftist trolls in here. They would say things that are completely not true. They would say things that were debunked months ago. There was one guy that kept talking about the peeing incident in Russia with Trump. That's been so thoroughly debunked so many times that, and they're still bringing it up because they don't care about the truth. The truth means nothing to them. Yeah. All right, let's take a quick look around, guys. I was going to do a real short night tonight, and here we are. But the good news is I don't have to get up in the morning, and I don't have to do any work when I get off the show. So I'm going to be totally honest with you guys right now. I'm going to sign off here in about 30 minutes, and my ass is in bed. All you're going to see is assholes and elbows as I'm running for the bed, because I'm done. I am so done right now, you have no idea. I didn't sleep last night. I don't know why. I had only about 5 hours to actually sleep. When I have a finite amount of time to sleep, that plus some other issues I'm dealing with, it makes sleeping almost impossible. And Ed got some sleep last night, and but I didn't get any sleep last night. I wish I could sleep like a cat. They spin around twice and lay down, boom, asleep.
1961 Charlie.
And then I get up to piss, the cat gets up and he's standing there, hey, pet me. I'm like, what are you doing up? And he's like, oh, I'm going back to bed. Oh, cat goes right back to bed, circles around, goes right back to sleep again. I'm like, man, I wish I could do that. Oh, I would even walk around twice on the bed if that's what I had to do. Yeah.
The event number for Red Line 69, lower end number, please.
Man, we went through some more stats today. They asked, they did a big huge poll, one of the big poll, a Heath poll, or one of the big, what is that one called? It's, I can't remember the name of it, but there's a big poll that came out today, and they polled people on things like, they said, do you believe that illegal immigrants should be deported? 78% of people in the United States said yes. 78% said people that are here illegally need to be immediately deported. That's crazy. That's nuts. There was some other ones in there, some facts that were just amazing to me. Another one was, do you believe that? Do you believe in transsexual, any kind of transsexual surgeries or puberty blockers or any kind of thing like that? Do you believe in anything like that for anyone under 18? And overwhelmingly, people do not believe children should be messing around with their bodies like that. I don't know. I was very surprised to see. And then what I have to ask myself is, if that's the case, then why is the left like willing to die on these hills that aren't going to win them any votes? You know, going off the deep end on the trans stuff all the time does not win them votes. This whole thing they're doing with shutting down the government so they can keep Obamacare going, it's a joke. Obamacare was a joke. It never worked.
1971.
Did it get you insurance? It didn't get me insurance. I went when Obamacare first came out. You guys remember the debacle with the website? I was on there. I was one of the first people. I tried to sign up on that website. It took months to get on there and sign up. And I signed up for the first one. I'm like, well, hey, I'm working part-time at 5 different jobs, but I don't have any health benefits. So let me sign up for Obamacare. If it's a couple $100 a month, I'll pay for it and we'll be good. It was $700 a month. I'm like, what good is this? What good is this? Well, the problem is Obamacare only works if you don't work. If you work, then that money comes off of what they pay for Obamacare. And so it was just, the whole thing was a joke from the very beginning. What really needs to happen is it needs to just go away. We need to just, I don't know, we need to figure something else out.
Battalion 21, yes, truck 30 is available.
Truck 30 back to 6531 for the working fight.
Yeah, I'll check that out.
Battalion 5. Battalion 5.
Go for Battalion 5.
Battalion 5, I mean,
Well, that's true. These people have no policy behind them. They have no good ideas behind them. That all they have is years of failure, really, to show for what they've done. And so when they get into an argument with you, that's why they yell things like "You're Hitler," because that's all they got. That's all they got left is just to yell at you and throw rocks at you and drive away.
Yeah, that's right, Steve. 6531 low, you'll be safe
Yeah.
again.
Deploribus, I just don't have insurance. If I get cancer, I will die. There is no way around it. I can't afford insurance. The cheapest coverage I can get for catastrophic care is $700 or $800 a month. No, It's just I'm going to do the best I can,
you and
and
Charlie
then when
have
it's
a
time to
long
die,
day.
I'm going to die. Yeah. Yeah, there needs to be, when it comes to healthcare, we need to think outside the box a little bit, and we need to work on it, because government healthcare is not the answer. It's not. I want you to think about the last time you stood in line at the DMV, and then think about the next time you're going to need brain surgery. There's no way I want the government running healthcare. The government has never taken anything over, and it's gotten better. The private sector, on the other hand, every time the private sector takes something over for the government, they do it better, they do it cheaper, they do it more efficiently, and they do it with quality. But when the government takes over something from the private sector, it generally goes into a tailspin, and nothing ever works right ever again.
It's a County 19 Wood. There's on the first floor. Numbers above the doors, 6549. I got 54 on the line.
Let's see here.
Waiting for water. They're about to lead up.
Is that same? There is a chopper flying around up here.
50790.
John 444
Let's see.
909.
That must be a tour chopper.
444.
It must be a tour chopper, because he goes out and runs the same out route and comes back. He's done it 3 times.
Truck 30, truck 30.
Truck 30 up. We're trying to maneuver out of here to get into that run.
Yeah, the herb's awesome.
Make sure you know you've got the 133, you want to check out the DUI driver westbound on Belmont 3034 Blackfish Street.
And by the way, the numbers are up again tonight, guys. They're not too bad anyway. I really believe that changing the way I did the channels has made a lot of difference in my algorithms. I went on live tonight, and I was up to 40 or 50 viewers in no time. So I think that that was what my problem was all that time. I really think that's what it was the fact that I was doing static streams on here, streams where I'm showing scanners and stuff, and hosted streams on the same channel. That was the problem. People were clicking into the scanner stream and going, oh, this sucks, and they leave. That hurts my algorithm. So now all that stuff happens on Starship After Dark, and all that happens here is my shows. So I can now build on my numbers, and the numbers are going up for sure.
About 20 people about to fight, screaming and yelling, no visible weapons. That's further down to radio play.
Wow, okay.
Right. When my back was really bad, I went to a natural person that does natural healing, and she was the best one I've ever found. And she moved south, and I was way up north, and I ended up losing contact with her. But I did stuff with her. She even took my work insurance at the time for some of the things that she did. She used to do some really interesting things. She had these electronic things you would hold on to, and she would do different things. But she would assess where in my back the problem was, where the interference was, and things like that. She would do chiropractic, but chiropractic was not the main thing she did. She would bring me in there and lay me up on ramps. She'd put ramps all up underneath my sides and tweak me all different ways. And I'd lay like that for a while. And then she'd come back, flip me over, and tweak me the other way. She used to do these things where she'd lift my foot up, and she'd hold my foot, and she'd go, okay, lift your foot up to where you're taking the weight off my arm. And then I would lift my foot just up off of her hand, and then she would touch, I would do it like laying on my back, on my stomach, I mean. And she would work her way up my back, and when my leg would drop, that was where the problem was. It was amazing how she did it. And then she also got me into supplements and different things. And there was all kind. I mean, and the music she played, it was amazing. It was an amazing experience. It was a little awkward at first because she basically had 6 beds in a room, 6 of these, completely adjustable, massage beds is basically what they were. And she did a little bit of everything. So as long as you didn't mind, being in a room with 4 or 5 other people, you know, you kept your pants on pretty much.
That there was a male walking
You could
around
go in there and lay down, and
with a
she would
gun.
work their way down. She'd put you on ramps, and then she would do the next three people, and then she'd come back and adjust you, and adjust the next guy, and adjust the next guy, and she worked the room back and forth like that. And what a great experience that was. I've yet to find anybody else like that.
Is it for a crime scene or is it for the kids? It's for a crime scene.
Well, hey, Heath, I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
I was Shardy.
Yeah, the stinky onion's getting cooked tonight. And I let me look real quick. Let me go back over here and see if there's any new streams that have come out that I don't have.
44931. Any UCR? Yeah, you're coming in?
Over Tower 10.
Tower 10, meet the police for a psychiatric, 1555 North LaSalle, 1555 LaSalle.
Come on, post for a second.
North LaSalle. It's like emergency Tower 10.
That's right.
Yes, we're actually going to be shows going to
Hey, Callie.
Box Farm 216 South Michigan, Box Farm 216 South Michigan, Main Battalion, 1 the 1st Battalion.
And the detective named advantage notified of the area? Boston, Elton, important. I'll get that right next to you. Putting on the board battery just occurred 1207 West Leland, 1207 West Leland, apartment 528. Take a plan regarding a battery with neighbor. Caller said there's going to be a bloodbath. Decline to answer any further questions. Nothing further.
Company responding to still about the 6549 South Road, your staging area, 65 and Halsted. Once we had companies responding to still about the 6549 Road, your staging area is going to be 65 and Halsted.
Main 91, we need you at Madison and Palmyra. In Main 91 to Madison and Palmyra, please.
No, there is no streams coming out of Chicago. I'm looking now.
174.
I'll drive it through forward. 91.
Can you show us transporting the mother over to this?
Yeah, Callie, I'm pretty tired myself. I was gonna come in and do a short show, and then all this started, so I'm kind of in for the thing now. But I'm gonna go another 30 minutes.
Yeah. Truck is not available. Where's our patient?
We're always returning a patient while it's away.
Still pending in 7 day. We got that disturbance. Winona in Albany.
What are the odds that all those people all turned their phones off at the same time, and none of them ever decided to come back on, and no one else ever decided to come back on? I want you to think about this. It's not very likely.
Davidson 1, City Wagon and assault in progress at the Metro Station, 88 East Van Buren. 88 East Van Buren at Metro. There's an irate male threatening the female Metro employee. The offender is a male black, 6'5", dreads, baseball cap, gray shirt, black pants. He's in the waiting room next to the train track. Doesn't say Metro Police was notified. We'll do so. Nothing further on it. First District Zone 4.
1124. Zone 4. Okay, fine. I got the Texas bar. 467 via team. Sorry, 1467. 10-4.
Chicago Boulevard Radio. The time is 2100 hours on Tuesday, October 2025. Chicago Boulevard Radio.
All right, here's what I got, and this I haven't had a chance to vet all this, but here's what I got from ChatGPT. I think it's Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. Europe's largest nuclear power plant is currently under Russian control. It has disconnect. Hold on, let me switch this here. Give me a second. Damn it. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Check. All right. So anyway, let me go back to this now. The blackout. It's been disconnected from external electricity grid as of September 23rd, making this the longest blackout period since the war began. The blackout was reportedly caused by shelling or damage to the power lines serving the plant. Remember, a nuclear power plant needs electricity before it starts up, during its operation, and after shutdown. It has to have an external electric power source. That's what's kind of weird about the nuclear plants is they have to be fully powered before they can start making electricity. So the power lines that were bringing electricity from another location into here are down, and because of shelling, they're currently relying on emergency diesel generators to power cooling systems and critical safety functions for both the reactors and the spent fuel rods. However, one of the diesel generators has reportedly already failed. The plant isn't generating electricity, so because the reactors are shut down, but cooling and safety systems still require electricity to prevent overheating of nuclear fuel and spent fuel rods. This is the 10th time that the plant has lost external power since 2022. The International Atomic Energy Agency is actively involved, calling for restoration of stable power and stressing that relying on backup systems is not sustainable. The access for repair, maintenance, and fuel resupply is complicated by the ongoing conflict and security concerns at the site. Experts warn that diesel backup systems were never intended for prolonged continuous use. Mechanical failure, fuel supply interruption, or wear and tear could cause further cascading risks. And the consequences of total power failure could include loss of cooling, overheating of reactor cores and spent fuel, possible radiation release with transboundary risks to neighboring regions. So there you go.
Right now, full box of my orders. I'm good here with just truck 6 and engine 13. I need to return all other companies are holding them.
6405 George.
6405 George.
Sometimes repeat the time one. The box number 216 South Michigan.
No, there's actually a fairly large rally march going on in Chicago downtown, but all of a sudden everything we had coming out of Chicago has gone out. It's gone black. So we have nothing now. We don't know what's going on in Chicago. Everything you see up top here, this is all from Portland.
All right, 6405 George, I'm so sorry. I know you're relocating somebody, but you got cut off by another citywide. Where are you going?
From Area 1 to 17 in Chicago. 3158 is the mileage.
Yeah, I mean, it is Chicago. I mean, there should be 50 cameras on right now. There's nothing, no live streams. Someone went over and checked another service, nothing over there either. So I don't know what's going on.
Thank you.
Every 2 miles, 21 hours.
You can tell you when I'm using outside walls in the street, I've been reset. There was nothing going on for the panel inside orchestra hall. We're in service retarded.
Repeat the time one.
5509 Charlie 101.
Sometimes the time 4.
Office, we got a 9-story complex.
squad, can you let me know if our transport car that's 1706 David, that they're transporting to actual to 17, not hit area 5. Just make sure they're doing that, please. Well, thanks.
275. Message received 275.
Yeah, there's protests going on all over the world. I generally don't cover international protests because they go on every night, 365 days a year.
Engine 56 to me.
Yes, the big places today, Australia, Morocco, yeah, all that. And, oh crap, I just lost my train of thought. But there was about 5 different locations where it got hot today. Morocco is one of the big ones.
Hold up that ambulance, please.
Message received. Will hold the ambulance.
No, nobody's talking about Chicago. That's why I think that the government is purposely suppressing what's going on. This is their way of keeping it small, I guess.
Negative squad. We searched the whole park, talked to a few people. They said no suspicious activity going on over here.
Alright, well, when you clear up, there'll be
It's
a-
very difficult for me to vet these videos. It would be impossible for me to vet ones from over there. I would have no idea which is which or what.
120 order picked up from Hollister Street for returning.
Message received.
We got some good views now of the small little protest but we have nothing on the big protest.
122.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep in the morning till at least till the late hours, like I don't know, 7 a.m. I can't sleep. I can't lay in bed all day like people. My back starts hurting after about 7 or 8 hours. You know, you would think after 3 or 4 nights of not getting any sleep, like I'm under right now, I would go in there and sleep for 12 hours. I can't do that. After about 8 hours, my back has had it. Yeah.
This is truck service returning. I'm going to remain here on scene now waiting for OFI. Need an immediate notification from the building department. This building has a cracked I-beam.
Okay, yeah, that's the chopper cam I had earlier. Let me see if I can get that.
It's ordinary constructed 25 by 75. Two-story.
12559. 12559.
Alright, and that's just a notification, or do you want an immediate response?
Let's make that an immediate response.
Message received.
Message is assigned for returning.
I'm looking at it. They haven't updated anything in the ticket, so not sure what's going on.
Red, I shouldn't be doing it, but I do because I love doing it. I love breaking news and I love covering it and everything else. Hey, thanks for joining. Make them salty.
Antoine reports a resident heavily medicated, possibly was robbed, returned without shoes on, no wallet, adult infant, bleeding from the nose as well. We do have fire rolling. We have the disturbance in Mariano, upgraded to, so just a person.
I'm in ABC 7 Chicago. They do have a live stream up, but they're talking about that they caught the guy that did the Palisades fire. Yep, I don't see that chopper feed anywhere.
Engine 8, okay.
You can assist with citywide Southern Progress, 3857 South King, 3857 South King, at Mariano. Call the station that an unknown warm male black riding around the parking lot of the Great Deal with paint on, trying to shoot people with a tank call cut. There's something about a great Kia Sedan, late and unknown. That's it.
Yeah, all right. What company's returning?
71, you arrived at 12?
All right, 73 minutes received.
Sorry, go again? You're on the simulcast.
Is it 50 to Inglewood?
It is 50.
Do you have anything further on this rubbish? We might not be at this address.
It's supposed to be in a lot called in by a railroad employee passing by. That's all we have.
Message received. We've investigated the area for a few minutes. We find nothing. We're in service returning.
Is that 50 okay?
Tipping door.
162.1.
Tower 54 to Inglewood. Do you have anything more on this?
621 traffic stop, Caldwell and Minnetonka.
Ottawa, Minnetonka, 10-4.
Supposed to be a black pickup truck. Slumber at the wheel. That's all we have.
Message received.
213.
3213.
379.
Engine 8 in Inglewood.
74 12596. 12596.
Engine 8.
You can hold the ambulance coming in here. No patient found.
Engine 8, roll that ambo.
So Unit 1 citywide burglary in progress, 330 South Wells, 330 South Wells. Security's calling in. A male broke into the apartment that he used to live in. Security went there to check it out. Says there's a lady in the apartment and is requesting the police. The male ran out, but the female's still inside. I have nothing further on that one. First District,
1632.
1632.
You had a full percentage of this event?
Okay,
227 copy board.
2252 811 2290 252 881 22290.
5.
924.
Okay.
24. For the units in 18 citywide, it's coming over as a suspicious person, the red line Fullerton, 945 West Fullerton. 945 West Fullerton, aboard train car number 5670. Caller says that the serial puncher from the loop that was seen on the red line train headed toward 95th Street is a male, mixed complexion, 6'4", bright orange sweatshirt, face mask. No weapons seen. He's wandering on the platform. CTA was notified. His details to follow. 18th District home.
No longer any smoke conditions in the building. Just strike out the box per orders of 221.
221, Battalion 23.
015.
6408.
5408.
Can you get 125, please, and thank you, and get a phone number?
12616. 12616. Enjoy. Subject Unit 270 citywide. Again, a ticket of person with a gun still coming in with details. 6002 South Halsted, 6002 South Halsted. Caller states the neighbor is beating on his door, threatening to shoot him. This offender is a male, black in his 50s, wearing a red shirt and blue jeans. Well, nothing further at this time, so I'll take that to the clear.
22.
Yeah, it's going to be a 99 squad.
You available for a run?
Okay, 10-4.
We're available, office.
Hi, Ray.
All right, 122, take the traffic accident, 81 in Cottage.
He's wanting cottage ambulance assist.
Yes, please. Upper and lower, Termax, red line.
Alright, upper 12626, 12626, and the lower is 12628, 12628.
We're at like 4150 on Foster. We have a gentleman that's riding a Lime scooter on the street. He had a pothole and fell. He's requesting an ambulance. He has a couple of cuts to his face and to his hands.
What's the apartment number over here on Leland?
Life saving award.
Here's the 4th District and 2 over getting 2 calls of shots fired from that cat. Unit 79. First call to state. 10 gunshots heard in the area. Second call. Somebody just shot out the window of a laundromat at the front of the building.
723 10-4.
GMA 49.
1930.
1930.
Yes, but you know what? Can you go ahead and clear me and put 12 job in my box? I'll go back him off based on everything.
Okay, just so you know, the whole thing we talked about the jamming, that's something that's done very locally. It's highly localized. They would only do it in the one block where the march is going on. They would have a vehicle that's like driving by, and it would have an antenna, and it would be disrupting signals. This is not something they would do on a broad scale. This is a surgical thing. It can be done in a very small area. You got 2,000 people all within one city block trying to use their cell phone. You could easily blank that out with a motor vehicle that's properly equipped, that maybe is like right near that same block. So you're not going to notice it. If you're 3 blocks away, your cell phone's going to work fine. This is something that will only affect people right in the immediate area, depending on how much wattage they're putting out. It's always possible that YouTube is blocking the feeds. It's weird that they all went down at the same time. They were all YouTube, they all went down at the same time, and none of them came back up. Now, I got all kinds of feeds out of Portland, nothing out of Chicago. And then right after that, the choppers both flew away, and they never came back. So, I don't know, man. You know, you tell me, is this a coincidence? Guys, I'm going to cruise here in about 10 minutes. I'm going to go off at 10 o'clock Eastern. Or I'm sorry, 11 Eastern. I don't even know what time it is. Jesus. I'll get my 2 hours in, but I'm done. I can't go much longer than that tonight. The Portland protest seems to be about 35 people. I'm trying to get a count, but I'm seeing about 35 or 40 people. Believe it or not, I actually took a class one time on and one of the things we did in the class, it was on dealing with civil disturbance. And one of the things we did was estimate crowd size. And they showed us different tricks on how to estimate crowd size. Check this cord.
6405 George.
That I suggest you the plane call continue in.
We landed last 330 164 on the mileage.
21, 50 hours.
10 for the short spread.
2275.
221. Releasing all companies staging standby.
5 okay.
Well, there you go. Yeah, now I don't know how old this is or how often it's updated.
Car did a fall, people ran away.
122 will hold that ammo and let me check for the card. Alright, so 122, please have the ticket, nobody assigned that.
Information received, officer returning.
6-1 Charlie.
6-9 Charlie.
5408.
Jake's pump is closed. You can make this a 19 call.
Alright, thanks.
Wow, they are showing an
Well, we do
outage
have an ambulance forward over there, right?
right with it, right about where all this is going on downtown.
They held me on fire ground.
Alright, for info, Center Club Hills was, oh, it looks like they're starting, they had a starting deployed on these vehicles, the 2017 Silver Nissan Maxima. Oh, this is the new license plate 157.
Keep the time call, big guy.
That's the live outage map. And this is what the information it had for those zip codes. Users are reporting problems related to phone, internet, and Wi-Fi. And then there's your line. There seems to be a lot of failures tonight. That's interesting. Again, guys, I don't know what it is. I'm surprised that you guys are able to find anybody that's even able to correlate this. But I would definitely say that's some correlative information there. Let's see what else we can get. Yeah, he started watching on the big screen. It makes a big difference. This presentation works best on the big screen, of course. And if you're watching on a phone, I'm sorry, I apologize. It's just not made for that. That doesn't mean you can't follow along and still see what's going on a little bit. But yeah, it's not made for small screens. It's made for tablets on up. Uh-oh, Red. I hope you're not going to get too sick. I just did round 3 of that COVID shit. I guess 3 times in 5 years isn't too bad. I have an average, decent immune system, but this shit's gotten me 3 times. It's a shame there's not a vaccine for it, huh? Let's see here. Yeah, I do appreciate you guys all coming in. I'm glad you enjoy the show. Like I said, the numbers are up, and every night we're getting a few more people in here. And also, I want to tell you something else. I want to show you guys something if I can find my mouse. They say you should never show your analytics on the screen or whatever. I don't give a shit. You guys are my friends, right? But I just wanted to show you this is what my this is what my subscriber count looks like. And you can see the other day all that civil unrest I ended up picking up. I ended up going from 914 up to up from 16,914 to 17,113, and then finally I'm at 143 now. But notice here, way back over here, back in September, I think this was right around, I think that was Charlie Kirk, I think. You can almost go see all the news spikes in my algorithm. Now, notice once I got to 16,978, I slowly fell back off. So look at this, for an entire month my numbers went down, right? And then now we've got this batch of civil unrest, And now look what's happened. My numbers have stabilized. I know it's still early. I know I need to get a few more days here, but it looks like my numbers have stabilized now. In other words, I'm gaining enough subscribers now that the ones YouTube is pruning off every day and the ones that people are canceling every day are not causing me to go in the wrong direction. So just like Trump did with the inflation, I have arrested the fall here, and I have stopped it now, and it's basically, I'm flat now. And so now anytime something comes up or something happens, and we have a really good night, it'll boost the numbers up, and then hopefully they'll stay there and they won't fall back down again. This algorithm thing is a big difference by moving all of my other streams over to the other channel. I think so. And by the way, the backup channel is over 500 now. It's doing good.
Once again, what is it that you need?
The first one, Adam, to walk.
Yes, you got it. Thank you. Go ahead.
Back from personal.
That's a Chinese 999T. I wonder if those numbers are like how strong it is or something, because that 999 is probably pretty strong. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I used to do tea with honey in it and stuff like that, and I've just kind of quit. When my throat gets bad, I have to drink coffee. I don't like coffee. But if I'm on the radio or doing something and I need my voice back after I'm sick or something, I have to drink coffee. Warm drinks relax your larynx and allow you to speak for longer periods of time. Cold drinks tend to restrict the larynx. Like when I'm going to do voice work, if I'm going to go in and do like the In a World, if I'm going to go in and do that guy, I'll go upstairs and get a coffee. I put cream and sugar in it and shit. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm making a coffee upstairs, and it's like, why? Because I want to relax my larynx so I can get a deeper and clearer voice. Where drinking cold would not necessarily be going in the right direction with your throat. He's putting me to bed. All right, buddy. I'll take you up on it. All right, guys. Last call for the chat. Last call for the chat room. And any final thoughts for the night? I will be back on tomorrow night for our Wednesday night show. We'll see what's going on. This gets a little bigger each night, so we'll have to see what happens.
All right, all units come by for the ship change.
Well, there you go. All right, guys, I'm going to give it just another minute or so here, and then see if anybody had anything else they wanted to talk about real quick. Yes, Bass. Yes, absolutely. I don't have kids. I don't have kids. I had one wife late in life, and she's gone. So I don't really. I have no legacy to leave behind. I have nothing. I was the chief of a fire department many years ago. I did nearly 20 years in the fire service. But I really don't have a whole lot, you know. And the neat thing about the YouTube channel, the stuff I did back with Florida Paranormal Research, a lot of it's still on YouTube. And YouTube is kind of like something that will be there for all posterity, I think, at least until the big solar flare. And so, yeah, I do think about it. And I think of it as a legacy to me, because I mean, we all want to leave something behind, right? Maybe it's a nice home for your family, or, you know, you want to leave something behind, and you want people to know and think about you, you know, long after you're dead or whatever. Well, I'll have a stone out in the cemetery in Arcadia where I'm going to end up, you know, but what's my legacy going to be? This channel. This channel will live on. This channel will live on. I may have somebody that I leave the ability to continue to put stuff in and do stuff. It'll all just depend on where I'm at that moment in time. But I can tell you right now, as far as it goes, this channel will live on in perpetuity. I do not plan on taking any of it down. I will leave it up long after my death. It will stay up, and I hope that people get use out of it. And find it helpful. Many of the ham radio things I did 3 and 4 years ago are still on this channel, and they're still good. I got over 1,000 videos, and so yeah. So this is my legacy, you know. There you go. I'm giving it a minute so you guys can finish up talking about all this too, but yeah. So that's basically it. Because I do believe in some kind of legacy. You know, I like to think that people will remember me once I'm gone. You know, it's funny that the firefighters that die in the line of duty, they get remembered every year. But the firefighters that lived and did a full career and saved people and did everything, once they retire, they're gone. That's it. My name's not on a plaque on that building anywhere. I worked there a long time, dude. I responded to probably 10,000 emergencies, and my name's not even on the building. I don't know. Stuff like that bothers me, you know? And so one of the probably 3 or 4 reasons I want to do this channel, and I've been very honest with my viewers, I'm doing this channel because I want to retire to the mountains and serve you guys on YouTube and make my money off the commercials. That's what I want to do. I've been honest with you guys since day one. I don't ask for supers. I don't beg for money. I don't have memberships. I don't do goals for cash. I don't do any of that horseshit. All I want to do is have a successful enough channel that I can live on the ad revenue. That's all I want. And that's, I've been working for 5 years on that. I built the structure. I built the studio. I've built 9 systems that are on the air. And yeah, and it's been a lot of work, but it's been a lot of fun. I love it, and it's going to be my legacy. By the time I die, hopefully in 20 or more years, I expect to have a gold plaque hanging behind me when I make my final broadcast. So we'll see how that goes. Yep. Legacy, to a lot of people, a lot of people don't give a shit about legacy. They don't care. They don't care if anybody ever remembers them again. But for some reason, it's important to me. To me, the guy that didn't have any kids. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Jordan, right now they're all from Portland. We've been talking about this all night. We had 5 live feeds coming out of the crowd in Chicago, plus a chopper feed, and all 5 of the live feeds went out, and a few minutes later the chopper was called away. And that's it. We have no idea what's going in Chicago. None of the 4 local news stations are broadcasting anything live about what's going on in Chicago. So right now it's blackout conditions. I don't know if they use some kind of highly localized cell phone blocker, or there is Verizon is reporting issues in that area. I don't know what it is, but we lost everything out of Chicago. Now, I don't think it's anything crazy. I think they're using a scrambler for the cell phone, the localized cell phone scrambler. That being said, Portland, everybody in Portland's still broadcasting, and you can see all 21 people involved in the protest right there on the screen. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's it. There's your protest. Some of them showed up in their jammies. Good night, Junior. Have a good one, buddy. I'll see you tomorrow night. Yeah, so that's why we're just like we're like we don't know what the hell's going on, dude. Seriously, with this, why would 5 feeds go down simultaneously, and none of them came back up? None of them. I have not seen any of these people. I was actually getting the feeds directly from the people, and done. They just went off and they never came back. Dominic, I really haven't tried. I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to say something. Please forgive me. I'm not trying to be ignorant, but all these old guys in Chicago that have ham radios, they're all locked up in their houses, afraid right now. I don't know. Maybe ham radio does stuff in other towns, but like down around here, it's, I don't know. If there was some big civil unrest going on in Fort Myers, all these ham radio guys would not be on the radio. They would all be doing something else. Like after Ian, during Ian, before Ian, nobody answered me on any of the ham radio channels down here. They all bug out. Oh, that's cool, Deploribus. I love space weather. We haven't even do much space. There's not much to talk about right now, but we didn't even do it tonight. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. 2 hours and 9 minutes, and I'm tired, and I'm gonna get going. There's still 31 of you guys holding in there. I really appreciate that. I got 35 likes. We had 446 people through and 35 likes. Come on, guys, throw me a thumbs up on there. It makes a difference. And throw a subscribe and hit the bell on this channel, because everything I do on this channel is live, and it's all manned coverage. Well, that's Dominic. That's a good thing. That's a good thing, because hams around here are a bunch of 90-year-old guys, and when something happens, they're not on the radio. Trust me. That's just kind of how it works down here. All right, guys, I guess that's about it. You have been watching the Sights and Sounds of Earth right here on Starship Adventures. My name's Ian, and I'm broadcasting live tonight from my backyard studio in North Fort Myers, Florida, where we broadcast 6 nights a week on Starship Adventures to the worldwide audience here on YouTube. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. I hope you have a good, safe night, and I hope you get some more sleep than I've been getting lately, and I hope you have a safe tomorrow. We'll see you guys tomorrow night, 9 p.m. for the Sights and Sounds of Earth right here on Starship Adventures. We'll see you then. Have a good night, everybody. 7 3s.